to take a moment here and kind of explain what I was discussing with you the other day on the phone. One of the things we look at, one of the things we have to think about is as we take the golf club back and as we load our weight up to this right-hand side, you can see that Danielle in this case has loaded her weight up right-hand side as she's turned her shoulders to the target here. Okay, now I've got one tool here I didn't want to have. Wrong position, but she's got, shoulders essentially to the target. Now, when she goes to bring the club down, what you're going to see is you're going to see this right hip start to turn, and the body, almost as if she was in a barrel, you will see the lower body turn, and you see how that weight pushes off the right side, starts to transfer, and the body is essentially turning this way. Now we'll kind of map it here. This is her right hip. This is her right. You see her right hip starting to turn. And transfer to the left-hand side. Now, when we look at this, and what I was discussing with you is as you turn up, get the shoulders back to the target line, and I know you do that, just knowing your swing since I was little. What we see and what we look at, you can see as she gets the weight to there. Look how her hands are in this angle. Right here to right here. Okay? Now, that's called a set or the lag person, per se. That's that right hand staying in that position. Now, a backwards view of it, this is showing Suzanne Peterson here. She gets up to the back, loads that weight up. You can watch right as she starts to transfer that weight. There's that weight going to that from the right side to the left. See the hips turning through. You almost see that right hip wanting to turn out towards the target. But the biggest part here, look at that right hand. See that right hand kind of stays kind of set like she's skipping that rock. And it's not till right about impact that the hands start to release. Now, a better view here with Danielle, as you look here, we come down into it. Here's this position, and let me clear some of the movement out of here. Here. See how that right elbow is into the side, kind of squeezing her chest together in this position, almost like it's not till right at impact as she's turning through that we see that transfer of energy down into the ball and down through the shot. Now, this is essentially what she's essentially turning through and swinging the club, not trying to hit the ball right there, but actually swinging down and through. A better view in some cases here might be, let's see, I'm trying to look to this another side view right here that you can see. I got everybody down the line. Sean O'Hare. So what we're talking here, Sean turns up to the top. He's not necessarily not making that parallel swing, but there's the shoulders there. But as he drops the hands start feeling this position. And this is where I'm talking about right here. You can feel that transfer down. It's not till impact. You can see the right hip, the hips turning through. That right knee is bending forward almost as if there was a ball here. A tee with a ball, that hip is turning through and allowing that knee to knock that ball off that tee as the right hip and everything turns through and he swings through that position. So the thought being for you, what I'm discussing here is I want you to almost feel this holding position. Now, that being said, obviously it's a lot easier said than done. When we look at, let's say, Zaletta's view, Zaletta's swing here. As we take Zaletta back to the top of her golf swing, now obviously this is a down-the-line view, but you can still see the position that I'm talking about. We're here, we get up. This is where you have to talk. I've told her this, but just as she gets the club out, you see how the club is to the inside here, and she wondering why she fades the ball. Here, comes a little over the top, and right about there, she's still holding this position. You see here, because you see there's a little lag in that club. Body, hips are turning through right there. But you see how she's slightly swinging across, and never to get that face closed If she would have got the face closed, the ball would have went straight and would have killed it. But you see how the face is still open in this case. But the biggest part that I'm talking about here, look at her right wrist. That right wrist is still in that position that I was discussing with you here. So in this case, what I would tell Zaletta is I want to see that left elbow almost feel like it rotates through, which will allow that natural rotation of the forearms and the hands through the shot. So here, down, and through. Now, we look at Dad, same regards. Here's Dad back. Dad takes the club so far to the inside. Look how he gets chicken wing with his right elbow as he takes the club back. He gets it back here. So now as he starts down, look at that right wrist position. This is where Dad has developed a little more power and a little more position. That as he swings through, he hasn't released the club yet. Right there, he starts releasing the club. And you can see he starts becoming just more hands because look how his body lifts up and through. And look how, and it's not till after the ball and the club is all the way out in front of him that he finally starts turning this right hip through the shot. Now let's go back to Suzanne, and you can see a difference there between her and Dad there. It's here. Look at the impact position here. Hold on, buddy. Sorry about that. But what you can see, look at the differences in these two positions. You see how Suzanne turned her body through the shot. Look how Dad gets the impact and now becomes all hands and arms as he swings through. Now that's why I would almost venture to say you're doing a similar thing or similar position. You get to about right here, you stop turning your hips and turning through. Now I'm not expecting you to look like Suzanne over here, but what I am expecting is a little bit of a turn rather than just trying to swing and hit, or just trying to hit the ball. I want you to swing the club, So have any questions, obviously shoot me that video so we can look at it and kind of analyze it and see what's going on. All right, I'll talk to you later. I love you.